Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and me, Crafty Scrapper, here on YouTube and on Instagram. Today is another episode. I think this is week 4. Yes, week 4 of M's Scrapbusters challenge, and this week is going to be super simple. All of that ribbon that you have laying around that you don't use anymore, or if there's a piece of ribbon that's just not your cup of tea, like this is some gross grain ribbon that I just don't use anymore, and it's a color that I really wouldn't use anymore. It's like a corally kind of sherbet orange, so it's very stiff. It's not movable for things like borders on junk journal covers and stuff. So I thought, how can I use this up? I don't want to throw it away. How can I use it up? Let's make some little snippet strips. Now, I've done 3 on this little piece of, look at that. It is some gaudy flower bright primary kind of flowery ribbon, and I just flipped it over on its back where it didn't have the flowers on it, so it just looks like it's kind of on white ribbon there. And I did a little Serenity kind of label snippet piece there, and then flip it over and I did a tag with some washi and another little piece there, and I did some hand stitching around the edges. And then this one is a little digital ticket. I think that's from My Porch Prints, and I did some gold accent from a marker around the edge of it, and then just put on a piece of Tim Holtz die cut there on the edge of it. So there is my little first snippet strip, and this was just a piece of ribbon that had been in my stash forever and a day, and I just got it out and started putting things on top of it when I get ready to use it. So you have this little piece sticking out here. What I'll do, you don't have to cut it now, but if I were to want to add one of these to a junk journal right now, all I would do, I have that little piece sticking out there, I would want to cut this at a little angle too, and then I have this little piece. It has some little shabby chic kind of look to it with the ribbon sticking out on both sides. And then I would get a journal and just find a page somewhere and add that to my journal page. See there? Look at that, how pretty. Love it. So just little bitty pieces of art that we're creating with a ribbon back on it. You'll never know that ribbon is there unless you put this on a piece of vellum, of course, and then it would show through on the other side. But if it's a piece of ribbon that you don't care for the color to show through, it would be beautiful on a piece of vellum, and then you would see that lovely ribbon on the other side of your page. But I think those are gorgeous, and you can just keep them on the ribbon, and then they fold up all nice and neat, and you can put them down in something, put them in your ephemera organizer, however you would want. But like on this one, I've started this is a whole yard of this sherbet colored gross grain ribbon. I know I probably am not pronouncing that correctly, but anyway. And I have started an ephemera cluster here on the end and left just a tiny bit there. And then, you know, I will leave a tiny bit on that end. And then I will leave a space like I did here, leave a tiny space, and then start your other ephemera cluster there. And then when you're done, you can sit and just fold them up. It doesn't matter, they don't all have to be the same. you fold them all up, and then you've got all these ephemera clusters all gathered together, folded together, and ready to snip apart and add to your junk journals. So I told you it was going to be very simple, but I really, really love how that looks with the little shabby chic kind of look to it too, with the ribbon sticking out on the edges. And if you use some type of ribbon that frays really easily, you could always pick at the edges. Oh, this one's picking good. You could pick out the edges and make it even more vintage style and shabby chic looking. Yeah, that frayed good. All right, so that's what this week's M's Scrapbusters challenge is. So I have some printable background, like that was part of this sheet that I put there, and then I have little ticket looking things, and then I have some labels and some more tickets and a piece of glassine bag that I'm thinking I'm wanting to use. I have these little labels that I made a couple of weeks, well, I guess a couple of months now, a couple of months back with my typewriter, and I might use some of those. I used one of those here on this one. Let's see. I was going to look at this on that page and might put it in the corner. Look how pretty that looks. And even having the orange sticking out from both ends, it's neutral enough that it would go in there. So that is cute. All right, so let's make a few more. I don't know that I will be able to fill up this entire ribbon. I have y'all pulled in really close, so you won't be able to see the entire yard unless I do that. But I don't know if I'll be able to fill up the entire yard in this video, but I will do a few more here and show you how I did these. And then I want you to go at it and show me your ephemera strips or your snippet strips on ribbon. And let's see, I think I want to use this clock as my base on the next one, and I won't have to put too much on this pretty little thing because it's gorgeous as is, but I would like to put a little something extra on top of it. Now, when I adhere to my ribbon, I'm using Fabri-Tac, and you can also use Fabri-Fix. We just got Fabri-Fix in the shop. It's a little less expensive than Fabri-Tac. The only differences in Fabri-Fix and Fabri-Tac, Fabri-Fix does not adhere to wood. So if you're doing some type of wood veneer project or something like that, then it's not going to adhere that for you. And Fabri-Fix also dries quicker, or so it says, it dries quicker than Fabri-Tac. So you don't have to wait on this Fabri-Tac to seize up really good before you go to your next step. So we have Fabri-Tac and we have Fabri-Fix in the shop, whichever suits your fancy that you like. I'm going to pull a light back just a little bit and maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, that's better. So whichever one of those helps you. I have not tried just using like Barely Arts or Art Glitter Glue on my ribbon. It tends to seep through when you use it on ribbon, so that's why I've used Fabri-Tac and Fabri-Fix with these little clusters. It just works better for me using it on top of ribbon. Now, I've had someone say before, when I watched a video about someone doing something like this on ribbon, well, why not just put it on a strip of paper? You could totally do that. Now, the strip of paper is not flexible like your ribbon, and you wouldn't be able to store all of these that easily, so you'd have this big long, you know, what, 12 by 12 by ½ inch piece of cardstock that you're putting everything on, and then you would have to clip all of them apart. This, you don't have to clip them apart right now. You can just leave them together and fold them up together. That's what I like about having a flexible background like ribbon. Alright, let's look here. What do I want to add on top of this? Let's see. I don't want it to be anything big, but maybe just a word. I think I've got, oh yeah, look at that. Could just cover up and do it off to the side. I like that. Maybe off, nope, I want to keep those roses. I am inking edges with walnut stain. That is my go-to here lately. And I will just use my Barely Arts for the back if it wants to work for me today. It was just working. There we go. Big block, but oh well. Got it out. I like that. And maybe a little piece of, like I did here, a little piece of lace. And just cut that in half, since we're working with such little bitty pieces. And I think I might even cut that even smaller. Even. Yep, I like that. And I will use Fabri-Tac to adhere that also, just because it works better for me. Even though it is a little stringy. Put that there. So we can still see the word family. Yep, I like that. And maybe a little blingy bling dot, maybe. I want to move that up so it's touching that little label too. Well, looky there. I might not move that up. It says, haha, I'm on here. Good. Let's see. If I can get that off. Up. It is not wanting to come up. There we go. Yep, like that. I like that. Cute. I said I wasn't going to do too much on that one because I like that clock background. So let's let all of that dry. Here are these over here. And let's add a piece from this digital here. And you can make them long, you can make them round, you can whatever you would like. Because, see, you can snip this one off and use this one up and down. Snip this one off and it's like it is. This one, remember, it was like this. So even though they're not all turned the same way, you're snipping them all apart. So it doesn't matter how you put them on here. These two are up and down. I would snip them off and use them like that. This one, after I ink the edges of it, I think it will be a sideways one. So I will decorate it this way. And once you snip them apart, it doesn't matter which way you put them on the ribbon. So I'm going to ink the edges of this. I've got y'all pulled way in. You're seeing lots more of my 45-year-old hands in this in this video. Oh, babe. Alright, I'm going to put my Fabri-Fix on my ribbon itself and then line my piece up on it. Like so. And remember, you're just leaving a piece in between there. Okay, And then you can turn your ribbon however you need to work on that. I think I might use some of these ovals that I didn't use last week. Look at that, how pretty. And it's already inked for me and everything. Alright, let's see what else I want to do to that before I glue that down. But are y'all liking this? You get the picture on this one. I love this idea. It's a lovely day to have a lovely day, and I think we could put another little something right there. That's cute. Let's do that. Okay, get my Barely Arts and put a little dollop on there, and then hold this out far enough so when you put this down, yep, do it out just a little more. There we go. Make sure that that top shows, and let's put just a little bit of Barely Arts on this bottom part here because the top will stick up. Pretty. Alright, and then what can we put? I think I might put, I'm loving this lace. I've put it on every piece of this, but I like that right there too. So let's do that. A little bit on the edges. So it adheres really good and we don't have to worry about it coming up. And then need something right there in that little blank spot, don't we? Let's see if we've got a tiny little label or something that we can put right there. I think that yeah, that little 65, that works, won't it? Let's cut that out. We're not timed this week either. No timer. Just get out that gaudy ribbon that you'll never use and you've been saving just because you didn't want to throw it away. Oh, babe. And use it up. I have got little glue strings all over. It's like using what's the glue gun, like a glue gun, hot glue. When you're using Fabri-Tac, it sticks all over you. Now let's try to get this teeny tiny little label inked. I inked that just a little too much, I think. Alright, and just a little bit of whoop, that come out really fast. Teeny tiny little. There. Okay. I like it, that one. Cute, cute, cute. Alright, now let's see. I think I will go with, let's do another one of these little tags. These are digitals from My Porch Prints. She makes lovely little digital kits. Those little labels are from Teresa Fox and let's see, Shabby Dabby Doo Dah. I've got labels from both of those sweet ladies. Let's do one of these tags and let's get this white piece off of the edge there and ink it up. There we go. And I'm going to go up and down again. So, yep, I'm going to go that way. So let's get the Fabri-Tac. This is going to be my base. Get the Fabri-Tac, leave a space. And then put your tag or whatever down like you would like. Whatever your base is, and just make sure to leave. So we're making like a little train here. Look at there. A little train of SNIPPET clusters. I'm going to move these once again. I've moved them all over the place. Alright. So we've got that. And what do we want to add to that? I think some of this glassine bag. So this is going to be crinkly. And I know you've got glassine bags, because if you've gotten any kit from us, most every one of them have a glassine bag of goodies in them. I just love the way glassine sounds. You know, it's like wax paper. I love that sound. Alright, just a little bit. There. That's cute. And what else here? I think maybe I'm going to the clocks again, but I think one of these small ones right there would be very pretty. So let's get that cut out. Let's do this tiny one here. These are also from my porch prints. Okay, I'm going to cut the edge like we did last week with those cameo clusters. Cut the edges of them so that way you've just got this little corner to go. You're making a corner on a circular shape. There. One more. And there we go. I love making use of what some may think is unusable. So, like the glassine bag. I mean, I've already used what was in the glassine bag, what came in it, but now I can use it for something else too. Alright, some glue just right on the back. Let's find the top of that clock. Cute. Very pretty. And I think maybe a little, let's see if there's something small in this little bag of beauties. Let's do, cut it apart here, put that back in there. Oh, that is so pretty. Let's do that. And let's just tuck it up underneath there and have it hanging off of that edge. And let's add a little glop right there so the clock sticks down on it too. Oh, that is so pretty. I like that. And maybe a little bit, I've got some washi on an empty Scotch tape dispenser here. I think I'll add that there. And just wrap the rest of it around the back. And I think I want to use my gold pen and do a little line around the edge of that one. It's a great use of any kind of glitter pens that you've got in your stash. You can even, since I didn't put the glassine back all the way down, you can even pull that up and do a little bit of it there too. Very pretty. Love that one. Okay, so that's the 4 we've done, and see, that was no time. Quick, quick, quick. I love how fast this goes. Alright, let's use some more of this. And that off. Take that off. And we need a little bit more narrow. I want it more narrow. I can use that for something else. And ink those edges. I love postmark anything. It's one of my favorite ephemera pieces. Is postmark. Okay, so Fabri-Tac. And let's see, how much Fabri-Tac do I need here? Okay. Down to there. Oh, stringy, stringy. Okay. And add that on. There we go. We're going up again. Okay, let's see here. What do we want to add to this one? I like this little tree. I think that would be cute. Let's just cut it down to where there's barely any of this tan color showing. And kind of round the edges just slightly. Okay, and then ink those edges. Do I want to do it there, or do I want to do it off to the side? I think off to the side, and get some more of that lace. Oh yes, I like that. I know y'all get tired of me liking my own projects that I just made way too much. I get very enthused when a plan comes together. Who was it that used to say that on the TV show? Was it Hannibal? Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'm going to use just a little bit of Fabri-Tac on this side of this, since it's going up against that lace. I'm going to mix my glues on this one. Make sure it stays nice and where I want it. Let's move it over just a touch. Cute. Get my rag because I've got glue fingers. Wipe that off some. Do I want to add anything else to that one? Neither one of those go. Let's see. Let's add one of these little number labels. Let's see. Do we want, ooh, maybe a little bit of color with this mauve-y looking one here. This is from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Okay. And I want to thank all of you. They're going to fly, yay. I want to thank all of you for supporting the Etsy shops that I've been featuring in these Scrapbuster videos. I had a lady from one of the shops last week that told me she just knew that she had a mention on YouTube because one of her oval sheets that I used last week on those cameo clusters, so she sold 15 of those cameo sheets in one day, and she said that's unusual for just the ovals. Anyway, she told me she appreciated me mentioning her and listing her shop on the video, and so I appreciate you guys for supporting her. That was awesome. I love that y'all sorry, I'm reaching for something. I love that y'all helped her out like that and liked the cameo clusters so much last week that you went and bought from her. So that was awesome. Thank y'all for supporting the Etsy shops. Lord knows that they need it. I used to have an Etsy shop a long time ago before Mom and I started Scrapbooking with Me, the website. And that's some hard work. And even if it's digital, they worked long hours trying to figure out that digital, just how they wanted it before they put it up for you. So I commend them. And that's why I like supporting other small businesses also. So anyway, just wanted to thank y'all for supporting them and buying those oval digitals that they had that were very, very inexpensive, I might add. Very good pricing. And making those cameo clusters last week. Y'all's are amazing. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so I cut this piece out. This was from an old blue fern die cut piece. And I'm gonna do it that way. And I think I'll just put it on the back side where I want it on that. That makes it a little more hard. Melina, just put it on the ribbon from now on, you silly. Okay, and then we'll straighten it up this way, how we need to. There we go. That is so pretty. It's just going to need a few things down the middle, maybe. I just don't see it needing too much. Let's do that little piece of postage. There, there. Ink some edging. Yep, there. And let's see, another piece here. And I think one of these little tickets will be gorgeous on that. Let's see, I think this one right here, I like that one. Let's do that. And anybody that missed this on the when I do mention digitals, I like to print mine on that premium copy paper. So not regular copy paper, but premium. And then there are times that I like to print on cardstock. If it's going to be singular, no real layers to it, I might print my printables, digitals on cardstock. But most of the time I use that premium cardstock. It's just the weight right above regular copy paper, the little bit heavier weight copy paper. So I think maybe off to the side a little bit, maybe, and then a word label. Look, that one goes really well. Oh yeah, and put that on top of there. Well, if it'll let go of my tacky fingers. Ooh, I like that. And then, let's see. Would this be too much? I know if you're watching this, you're like, yes, it's too much. Don't add anything else. Oh well, I'm going to. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, we're doing that. And I'm going to add on my ticket first. I'm going to tilt it up just a little bit to there. And then I'm going to put on my lace piece. I put lace on, well, everyone but that one. I put lace on everything pretty much up to this point. I think I'm going to turn this around so that the decorative edge is showing down here. Okay, and then my florals tag I think will be just fine. Put it on with art glitter glue or Barely Arts, whichever one is in that one. There. And then our little bitty piece here. We've got a few people coming in and out of the house. That's why you hear our alarm sounding, or just the chime letting us know that they're coming in and out. And then I think I might add, just to bring out that blue, one of these little epoxy stickers here. Cute, that is pretty. Okay, so you get the idea. I have done, right before I turned on the camera, I did these three, and then on camera I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these things. So these go really quickly. I recommend going ahead and getting out a few little items to add to them. So you've got, there's one that could even have just a little bit more added to that one if you wanted to, or wait until you're about to add it to your junk journal, and then you can add something colorful that goes along with the page that you're doing in the junk journal. And there's that one, and then that one sideways like that, and then up and down again with that glassine, and then there's that one, and that one we just finished. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9 that I've finished in no time at all. So I expect lots and lots and lots from you guys whenever you use that hashtag. So make sure to use the hashtag M's Scrap Busters. M's, that's talking about me, Melina. So MS Scrap Busters, all together, lowercase, with the hashtag in front of it, so that I can see yours, find yours, and comment and tell you how beautiful they are. Let's see, you can make a video, or you can just put it on Facebook. As long as it's not private, I can find it and use that hashtag. You can post it in our Scrapbooking with Me boutique on Facebook group. Wherever you want to post this, whatever you want to do, just tag so that I can put that little tag up in the Facebook or the YouTube search engine, and I can find it and compliment you on everything that you're doing with the M's Scrap Busters Challenge. So I was going to show you right before I leave here. See, you can fold them up like this, and you've got a little nugget of ephemera clusters ready to store wherever you need them until you want to take them out, look at them, and figure out which ones you want to use. I will have still shots at the end of all of these so you can get all of the up-close personal details of each and every little piece of art. I thank you so much for watching today, everybody. Y'all have a blessed day. See ya. Bye.